Hello, Ace Diamond 1013 here. It's where did I put it? Oh, it's Loot Crate unboxing time again. It's a new year, January 2015. This Loot Crate was advertised as it's called Rewind, and the description that they gave is basically we're gonna go back to the nostalgic days of the 80s, maybe the 90s. They weren't exactly specific about when, but I just get the impression the two things that they mentioned, I believe, were I don't believe it was G.I. Joe. It was okay, maybe it was G.I. Joe and Voltron, I believe, were the two things they mentioned. Maybe they didn't mention G.I. Joe. I'm not sure exactly. But they mentioned Voltron. So that shows how old it is, because Voltron's been around, like, since the 80s, maybe, like, early 80s. So, they did say that we have a t-shirt and some sort of nostalgic mash-up figure. As you know from previous videos, I really like the mashup stuff that they do. The T-shirt that they gave us that put the Transformer with the DeLorean for the time travel one, that was really cool. Last month we got the Batman Joker mashup for the Funko Pop. So I really like mashups, so I'm looking forward to see what they do here. But more importantly, that means we're getting a t-shirt and a figure in this crate. So this is going to be pretty cool. The crate is actually kind of skinny, so I don't picture a t-shirt and a Funko Pop figure being in here unless it's a Funko Pop Micro. I think that's what they call them, or mini or something. But so they do have those small ones. But I have seen from videos prior to when I started getting them that sometimes there would be like a Mega Bloks figure that you put together or anything like that. So I'm not sure what the figure is going to be. All they promised was a mash up of nostalgia. So let's cut this guy open and see what we got in here. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the box right here, and a lot of black in here. The crate we'll look at after. We have a t-shirt. I see some black and blue. Oh, okay. We have I don't know if you can see that. It's black and kind of a bright blue. We have a Voltron, looks like a Voltron blueprint on the t-shirt. We've got some Japanese writing on here, where Voltron originally came from, Japan. It looks like it's kind of trying to be a blueprint from a company called Flophouse. And then in the bottom corner here, let's see if I can show this to you guys. Bottom corner here, it says Flophouse. And then here, I think this is the first time I've actually seen this on a t-shirt, at least in the year that I've been doing these. That's a Loot Crate. It's to show that it actually is a Loot Crate exclusive. We've had t-shirts that they said were Loot Crate exclusives, and I think maybe even at some point they might have had on the tag, the Loot Crate symbol. But in this case, it's right there in the design, Loot Crate exclusive. So that's really awesome. So this is what we got for the t-shirt. So this is the t-shirt that we got. Voltron in black and blue. So that's really cool. I've mentioned before, I'm not a big sci-fi person. So the Voltron thing is iffy, but it's a cool t-shirt anyways. Okay. Then we have, I'm not sure if this is anything specific, but it looks like we have another pair of sunglasses. And other than the fact that it looks kind of pixelated, it's got like the whole pixel feel to it. Doesn't look like they'd be very comfortable to wear. And again, right there, Loot Crate exclusive. And So if anybody has any idea what that is, of course I'll kind of skim through the book like I usually do. If anyone has any idea what that is, then let me know. So let's put the glasses on here, and maybe they'll... So anyways, okay, they're cooler than I thought. I like these. So it's not quite as uncomfortable. I probably wouldn't want to get punched with these on, but these are very, very durable glasses. I like these. They look like they're going to survive pretty good. So if you remember, back, I can't remember exactly what the crate was, but we had a crate that had Ninja Turtles in it, and I got a pair of Ninja Turtle sunglasses that looked like the mask of, I believe Michelangelo is the one I got. So this is really cool. I like that. Put that in the bag later. Okay. Got a little black box in here. So maybe this is... Let me put my glasses back on. Maybe this is the figure. It says Black Tea Geek. Black Tea... Oh, wait a minute. That right there looks like Black Tie Geek from downtown Los Angeles, established 2013. Yeah, blacktiegeek.com. Check it out. I'm guessing they make geek ties. So does that mean there's a tie in here? Can I have those scissors back there? Let's see how this, if I can figure out how this opens here. Because it doesn't actually look like it's taped. Ah, here we go. So, pull this up. I think I got a tie. Okay. It's actually a pretty nice tie. And, if you can see that, anybody figure out what that is? I believe that's Space Invaders. It's a Space Invaders tie. Now, I know absolutely nothing about tying a tie. So, but I did notice, for some reason, someone's been posting fairly recently on YouTube. It's in the favorite section, or the trending section, how to tie a tie. So, maybe it's Kismet, and I'll have to take a look over there. So, I don't very often go to black tie affairs, but if I did, this would be the tie I'd be wearing. Back here, Black Tie Geek. So yeah, check that out. I'd never even heard of that site, blacktiegeek.com. And I'm not sure whether the established 2013 in downtown Los Angeles refers to just this specific, what's the term I'm looking for? This specific design, or whether it stands for the company itself. But check out that website. Let me know what you guys think. And I will definitely be heading over there to check it out. Because this is... My girl knows a little more about style than I do. But that feels like a good quality tie. So yeah, it looks like it's a pretty good quality tie.
It's kind of narrow, like the 80s size.
Maybe I'll save that for my wedding. I don't know if you heard that, but there was kind of a breathy chuckle off to the side, because my girl, as much as she allows me and supports me in embracing all my geekiness, she perhaps wouldn't let me wear this at my wedding. So, okay, we have Comic Notebook. It says 64 pages of never-before-seen action and adventure. Pocket Notebook. A notebook for when inspiration strikes. Cartooning tips and tear-out balloon templates for sight gags, character studies, and heroics. Okay, so, I am not an artist in the least bit, but this looks like it's going to be, let's see if I can do this without the glare, it's going to be pages that are shaped like comic book panels. And if you are artistically inclined, you can fill those comic book panels with art. And it looks like it also is going to come with a template, as you can see right here, that looks like word balloons. So I probably shouldn't even be opening this since I'm not ever going to use it, I don't believe. But I got to see exactly what's in here. Yes, that's exactly what it is. So here's a notebook with comic book shaped panels of different sizes. Check that out, babe. So I may actually pass that on to my son, my eldest son. He is sort of an amateur artist. He fancies himself an amateur artist. I think he's pretty good. You've got the word bubble, the different shaped word bubbles, and here's some tips in here of how to go about doing what you do with it. And on the inside, I have this notebook belongs to, I can be found at, my secret identity is, my superpower is. So that's kind of cool. It's probably going to be my probably least favorite thing in the box, but I'm sure somebody will enjoy that. Like I said, if my son answers some rather vague questions correctly, he may end up with us. See if he's still drawing, and we'll let him decide if it's something he'd have interest in. If not, it'll go right in and basically accumulate. Typical hoarder that I'm in, collecting things that even I don't necessarily ever going to use, but it is part of my Loot Crate subscription. So there we go. That's pretty cool. Okay, this is 50 analog 10 dough. Not sure exactly what that is. Says Fire Hunt. Oh, wait a minute. Now that I'm looking at it backwards, that looks like Firefly. Fire Hunt, Duck Hunt. Okay, I'm sorry, didn't mean to shout. I don't know how that. Okay, so there's Firefly. That's Serenity right there. This is the light gun from the old Nintendo light gun. So you shoot the light gun at, this would normally be a duck. This is a Duck Hunt cartridge that says Fire Hunt on the back. Oh, here we go. It says it says So Analog. Okay, sorry, not 50 analog. So Analog RIP, R-I-P. Retro Inspired Products by Squid Kids. And let's see what this is exactly. It's looking over, cheating a little bit, looking over at the box. It doesn't look like there's actually a figure, so unless this is the figure somehow. Okay, so we have a cartridge here. Caution, do not... Okay, for those of you, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before. I'm pretty sure I have, because we did get a Mal figure before. But I love Firefly. And there were a couple mistakes that the channel that Firefly was on, I believe it was WB, what was it? Fox made some serious mistakes that got this show canceled. On the back here, where you would normally have the caution, do not drop, caution, do not bend or break, we have caution, do not show out of order, which anyone who knows Firefly, we actually got the second episode before the first episode, and that was only one of many mistakes that this thing made. It says, do not smuggle, and do not cancel. So I'm not sure exactly what this is. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's some holes right here and slots down here. Now that I see it, this actually looks like two eyes, like it could be a face, and we got this little bag here. We got a laser gun. It looks like the old light gun. We've got two feet. And 2 hands. So, on a basic, not very advanced engineer going on here, but I'm going to guess hands go on the side. With all the practice I had growing up with Mr. Potato Head. Hands on the side. And feet on the bottom. Probably get some glue on those at work to make them stay a little better. So we got feet, hands, gun in a hand. Well, that holds it in nice and sturdy, a little better than the Transformer one. Okay, so basically an overextended head up here. We got the two eyes in the bottom and holding the light gun. Fire hunt instead of firefly. For geeks, by geeks. This is awesome. This is really awesome. Again, I don't know if this is something that had a variety of styles that they sent out. Loot Crate exclusive. I'm gonna take a look in the book in just a minute and see if it shows any other pictures. But if it did have any assortment, again, I got very lucky. Fire hunt. It's a combination of Firefly and Duck Hunt. Look at this, babe.
Oh, cool. It's cute.
That is awesome. Okay, so what else do we have in here? We have, it looks like we have a comic book. It really looks like they're mixing a lot of what we love. I mean, we've got a figure. It's not a pop cap, but we got a figure. We got a T-shirt, a comic book. Wow, this is a thick comic book. Star Wars Issue 1, variant cover. Loot Crate exclusive down here on the bottom. From Marvel Comics. Apparently they're doing a new series out. Maybe it's kind of bridging the gap between episodes 6 and the new upcoming 7. So that's pretty cool. In the box, as they seem to like to do, they're getting more and more clever with the books. Rewind, it's a cassette. A look back at Geek and Gaming Past. January is Rewind, how to win the Mega Crate. This feels like we got something over here. It looks like it's a. You pop this out and fold it, and it's the old Nintendo NES, the old NES controller, like here on the front. So let's check through this real quick. I know it probably doesn't make good video. A rewind through retro gaming, Nintendo. 2-page. The January's Mega Crate. We have an HP Stream 13-inch laptop, Horizon Blue, priced at $315. We have a Toynami die-cast Chogokin Voltron 30th anniversary light-up collector set with base, valued at $218. We have a Lego Star Wars Death Star set, valued at $390. I don't know where they're getting these Legos from. These must be super exclusive. If you remember a couple months ago, or maybe last month on their anniversary, we had the Lego Simpson house, and that was valued at like $300. We have the Canon EOS Rebel T51 18-inch MP. Yeah, way too many technical things here. Camera. I know Canon's a good brand, but this is frickin' $850 of camera here. Real camera, not, yeah, that's awesome. Then we have Hyperkin Retro End 5 Retro Gaming System. No idea what that is. Oh, it says from Lego. That's kind of interesting, because it looks like an actual system, not not a Lego set. Priced at $153. I'll have to look that up. And the Star Wars The Complete Saga, episodes 1 through 6, in Blu-ray, $76. So this is this month's Mega Crate, valued at over $2,000. Now, tax season's coming up. We're pricing laptops, so boom, there's a laptop. My girl kind of complains that the camera she got's a little big sometimes. This one might actually be a little bit bigger, so there's a camera right there for her. We're both fans of the Star Wars series. There's a Blu-ray set. That's awesome. Retro gaming set. That seems pretty cool. This would be boxed up. The Voltron would be boxed up for a better display setup when I get my own place. No, I don't live at home with Mom. I live with my girl and we have a roommate. But somewhere down the line, hopefully my own place with some sort of case to hold some of my collectible stuff. And this marble thing, this Star Wars Death Star may never be put together, but it'll be awesome to have. We also have Voltron, the Beauty of Beasts, whatever that means. Okay, so the ties. It looks like it could have been one of two ties. I see Space Invaders, and I'm not sure what this is. If anybody can see what that is, but... So those were the ties. Okay. It looks like I got very, very lucky with the game figure, because based on what we see here, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different cartridges that we could have got. It looks like there's a Corbin's Alley. Corbin, I'm not sure who Corbin is. It's some kind of alien. 1.21 gigawatts. It looks like a rabbit in a Back to the Future setup. Doctor Who. It's actually Doctor Who as Dr. Mario. The Legend of the Future. It's a Legend of Zelda Gold cartridge, but it's got the flux capacitor. Alien Attack, as in the Alien Attack movie, and Fire Hunt. There were 6 in all, including a super rare gold variant. Okay, so this is what they look like. Legend of the Future, Doctor Who, 1.21 gigawatts with a rabbit. I'm sure there's a joke in there I can't read because my glasses are out of date. Corbin's Alley, as is Hogan's Alley. Again, not sure who Corbin is. If you can let me know who he is in the comments, I'd appreciate that. Alien Attack, as in Mars Attacks. And my Fire Hunt. So out of those 6, other than maybe the super rare Zelda one, I got the one that I would have wanted. Very fortunate. Star Wars comic exclusive. We saw Voltron Blueprint t-shirt from Flophouse. And the comic book notebook. Okay, exclusive 8. Yeah, so essentially the glasses are 8-bit glasses. They don't represent any particular game or anything like that. It's just 8-bit glasses. So that's, and then of course, last but certainly not least, we have the Loot Crate Rewind January 2015 pin. Okay, this has gone a little long. Let's do this real quick. So we got the Voltron t-shirt. Very cool. Looking forward to wearing that tomorrow. We got the tie, which I put in the box, but go ahead and check that site out. That's www.blacktiegeek.com. The So Analog Tendo. like Nintendo. Tendo. Jeez. God, they did great in this crate. This is awesome. The comic notebook, the 8-bit sunglasses, and the pin, and the book, and the Star Wars comic. So that's the crate for the month. You're gonna be getting an extra. It might not be this month, but either this month or next month there'll be an extra unboxing. As I'm sure you noticed in the timeline under this feed, I did not get the November crate when it came out. I was going to Florida for Thanksgiving, and there's going to be a lot of Christmas shopping going on, so I didn't. I had to pass on that crate. The theme, if you remember that month, was Battle. They talked about Mega Man. They talked about Street Fighter, two things I had very little interest in, so it really wasn't a hard choice to pass on that crate. But then the crate came out, and I watched the video, and as I'm sure many of you probably know, or actually if you're the few people that subscribe to my page, you probably don't know, because the people that subscribe to my page are my friends, and they don't get this. But anyways, they had an awesome... yeah, so I'm not going to ruin it. But the t-shirt was awesome, and they had a collectible item in it that ended up being very awesome. So even if I threw out everything else in the crate, they had the t-shirt and the collectible. And even though I know what's in the box, I'm not going to tell you what was in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? No, I'm sorry. But anyways, they posted a rare... I don't think I've been doing this for a year, and I don't think Loot Crate has done this before, but apparently they had a surplus of last year's October and November crates. And October was the Fear crate, which, if you remember, had the great postcard type picture of Daryl and Merle, and it had a Walking Dead comic book. It had the Dead Rising paddle / circular saw pen. So I had some really good stuff in it. And then November was the battle crate I was just talking about. So both of those crates, apparently they had a surplus of. So they turned around, and for a limited time only, if you thought either of those crates sounded awesome, or if they looked awesome in my videos, you can go to lootcrate.com, and who knows, maybe the sale's still going on. It was limited supplies, and as soon as they're gone, they're gone. They weren't making any more for the sale. It was just get these out of our warehouse kind of thing. But anyways, I did order the November one, so when that comes in, I'll be unboxing that no matter when it comes in, even if it's not typically at the end of the month like the rest of these. And then at the end of next month, around the 19th, 20th, 21st, whatever, I'll be unboxing the February crate, which at this point I have no idea what the theme is. Oh yes, in case you're wondering, inside, it's probably one of the least decorative ones, but I believe that's the top of a Nintendo DS. So there's probably a certain way to fold this box. If you combine it with the controller that they gave me in the back of this book, this says I got slimed, of course referring to Ghostbusters. This says rad dude with nunchucks, which makes me think of Street Fighter, not Street Fighter, Streets of Rage, or Double Dragon. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So anyways, this one went long, 29 minutes. Gotta get really close to that 30-minute mark. It's one of my longest ones, but I'm super excited about this crate. And so thank you very much. I would say subscribe, but do it if you want. Whatever. I'm not looking to become a YouTube sensation. But I just hope those of you who see this like it, and I'll try to get that link down below. If you want to subscribe to Loot Crate using the link, it gets you a percentage off your first crate, gives me a few bucks off my next crate. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Let's have some fun. So anyways, thank you very much. Hope you have a great evening. This is Ace Diamond 1013 out.